When you hear the name André Previn, do you think of jazz? Or perhaps you think of him as a classical pianist. Or maybe you think of him as an orchestral conductor, or as the composer of the recent opera of Tennessee Williams, A Streetcar Named Desire. No matter what genre you place him in, André Previn is a fascinating musician. I'm Virginia Eskin, and André Previn is our featured artist today on A Note to You. We'll hear André Previn as a jazz artist, a concert pianist, a charismatic conductor of major symphony orchestras, a composer, and a songwriter. People who have worked with him have said that he always has a sort of haunted look. But when the music starts, his personality changes. Obviously, music has a salutary effect. Whether he's sitting at the piano or conducting, that's when he's a complete person. This man is only happy when he's making music. When André was a little boy, his mother remembers that a family friend played a Chopin waltz for André. Someone asked him how he liked it. André had perfect pitch, so he was polite, but he wondered why it was in the wrong key. The Previn family left Germany in 1938 when André was 9. That was to escape the Nazi regime. They left everything in Berlin and went to Paris. Then after a year, they immigrated to the United States, settling in Hollywood, California, where André's uncle was the head of the music department at Universal Studios. André's high school years had a surreal quality. He'd go to school by day, and then starting in the afternoon, he would conduct on the major sound stages for the movie industry. He was arranging film scores and learning his way around the commercial music business. Let's listen to one of his movie score arrangements, the overture to My Fair Lady. André Previn conducting his own film score arrangement for My Fair Lady. During this exciting early period of Previn's life, he was already doing about 3 different things at once. He was arranging in the studios, studying serious compositions with Mario Castelnuovo Tedesco, and at night he was playing jazz in the clubs. He made his first jazz recordings at the age of 16. They were such a success that he was able to bring in some money for the Previn family. Here's one of his jazz compositions, typical of the kind of music he was able to spin out in the early 60s. That was If Ever I Should Find You, composed and performed by the multifaceted André Previn in 1960. Red Mitchell was playing bass and Frankie Capp was playing drums. It was around the time of this recording that Previn says he took a look at himself in the mirror and said, "Let's face it, you're wasting your time in the film industry." He was already well known as a classical pianist, playing concertos and chamber music. But his management was aware that there were plenty of fine pianists around, and they convinced him that he could have a more successful career as a conductor. He needed to hone his skill as a music director, and learn how to whip an orchestra into shape. In 1964, he was invited to England to conduct the Royal Philharmonic. Almost immediately, the London Symphony snapped him up to work with them on music by Walton, Rachmaninoff, and Nielsen. Well, the Walton was just André's style. He'd been in love with English music since his high school days in California. So in London, he was in his element with this affinity for 20th century English music. Previn says that it took living in England a long time to understand how to do Vaughan Williams music. It is sentimental, but it has to be left alone, and it will make its point by itself. A friend of his once told him that he felt Vaughan Williams' symphonies were like a cow looking at you over a gate. Very beautiful, but so what? That's very funny, according to André, but it's not true. The simpler the music is played, and the less you muck about with it, the better the impact. You have to let the music happen by itself. Here's the final movement from one of Previn's favorite Vaughan Williams symphonies, the Fifth. That was André Previn conducting the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra in music that's close to his heart. It was the Passacaglia movement from the Fifth Symphony by Vaughan Williams. I'm Virginia Eskin, and the program is A Note to You. Today we're looking at the eclectic career of André Previn. Well, I was talking about the affinity Previn has for English music. Eventually, this got him the job as music director of the London Symphony Orchestra, and it was there that he made his mark as an interpreter of orchestral music. Let's listen to the grim Russian personality he injects into this recording with the London Symphony of music by Shostakovich. the third movement of the Symphony No. 8 by Shostakovich, performed by the London Symphony Orchestra under the direction of André Previn. It's an example of Previn's ability to immerse himself in the intensity of any music he's performing. You're listening to A Note to You. I'm Virginia Eskin, and today we're trying to squeeze a survey of André Previn's musical career into one short hour. I'd love to hear your comments about the program. The email address is anotetoyou, all in one word, at WGBH.org. The mailing address is A Note to You in care of WGBH Radio, 125 Western Avenue, Boston, Massachusetts, 02134. A Note to You is made possible by the friends and alumni of Northeastern University. In 1974, Previn left his post as music director of the London Symphony Orchestra and accepted a job at the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra, where he had a great rapport with the players, but not such a good relationship with the orchestra management. Then in the early 80s, he pulled up stakes and moved to Los Angeles, back to his roots in a sense, and became the conductor of the LA Philharmonic. But again, his quarrels with management led him to give up being a permanent music director. Instead, he became a sought-after guest conductor, and he returned to his career as a composer, where he had left off in his early Hollywood years. Previn's compositions show all of the varied influences on his life, the early studies in California with Castelnuovo Tedesco, as well as the jazz styles of his days in the LA club scene. In 1992, Carnegie Hall commissioned a song cycle based on poems by Toni Morrison. I want us to listen to First I'll Try Love and I Am Not Seaworthy, sung by Kathleen Battle, and of course conducted by André.
Although I've never
Soprano Kathleen Battle, with André Previn conducting the orchestra of St. Luke's, in their recording of a couple of Previn's songs from Honey and Rue, a song cycle commissioned at Kathleen Battle's request from Carnegie Hall. One of André Previn's favorite collaborators is the cellist Yo-Yo Ma. In fact, the 1993 cello sonata is dedicated to him. Here's a cute story about it. Yo-Yo Ma's regular pianist is Emanuel Axe, and Previn assumed that Axe would be playing at the premiere. The piano part is a bear, and Previn never thought he would be the one to tackle that bear. So when Ma insisted that Previn perform his own work, he was understandably shocked. There's nothing like practicing one's own music to make you humble. Let's listen to the first movement. Music by André Previn, our featured artist today on A Note to You. That was the cello sonata, played by Yo-Yo Ma and André Previn, the pianist. Next, we'll hear his trio for oboe, bassoon, and piano. Listen for the influences of Poulenc in this music. It's performed by members of the St. Luke's Chamber Ensemble. That was the first movement of André Previn's trio for piano, oboe, and bassoon, composed in 1994. Most recently, he composed a full-scale opera based on the Tennessee Williams play, A Streetcar Named Desire. The New Yorker magazine had this to say: Previn has had a strange career as a classical composer. Much of the time he's been brilliant at everything but composing. In his latest works, there is a sweet, sad, restless voice that is unlike any on the current compositional scene. We're going to hear Renee Fleming with James Levine and the Metropolitan Opera Orchestra in a song from A Streetcar Named Desire. It's I Want Magic.
Yes, that's what I want. That's what I try to give to people. I do misrepresent things. I don't tell the truth. But I tell what ought to be the truth. Why did ought to be? Yes, magic, magic's what I try to give to people. If that's a sin, if that is such a sin, then let me dance for it. Don't turn on that light. It'll look so ugly in that light. Why not see my candlelight? Oh, moonlight. Oh, my starlight. You're bright enough to see. Sometimes
That was soprano Renee Fleming with a song from André Previn's A Streetcar Named Desire. And it's worth noting that Mr. Previn received the Kennedy Center Award for Lifetime Achievement just last month in Washington. I hope you've enjoyed our program today. That's the end of our little voyage with André Previn. The engineer for today's program is Jim Donahue. Our producer is Alan McClellan, and I'm Virginia Eskin. The Friends and Alumni of Northeastern University make A Note to You possible. It's produced by Northeastern University in cooperation with WGBH Boston.